Hi friends, cheers me in. Following. I don't know what I rated this. I think it was 5 stars, maybe 4 stars. And this is tier. Hi friends, welcome to another video. I'm going to try and run through this as quickly as I can. We all know that I like to ramble. And we all know that my videos tend to be a smidge long, even the sit down ones. But I'm going to try my damnedest to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to give you a quick roundup of all the books that I've read in November. I'm not going to give you synopses of this because I will link the playlist for my vlogs up here somewhere or down below. And if you're interested in the synopses, if you're interested in more about what the book's about and my thoughts, then I will leave everything linked down below because I give you thoughts as I read them. I will tell you the star rating that I gave them all as I go through, just because, yeah. So this is also in no particular order. So first up we have Kingdom of the Cursed. This is the second book in the series by Kerry Maniscalco. I don't know what the series is actually called, but this is the Waterstones edition, I think, because the Fairy Loot edition hasn't come out yet. Can't really tell you much about this anyway because it's the second in the series, following Amelia after her twin is killed in the first book. That's not a spoiler, it's in the synopsis. I gave this 4 stars. Next up we have Vampire Knight. This is a manga that follows 2 guardians who live in a boarding school that normal kids go to during the day and the vampires go to at night. First one in the series. I don't rate manga using or graphic novels using the cop-out system, so I just rate it on how I feel, and this was 4 stars for me. Next up we have A Pinch of Magic, and I absolutely loved this. I'm not going to give you full synopsis, but this follows 3 sisters that are trapped in a curse, and it's a middle grade, and I read this for Believathon and Raw Readathon, I think it was. I think it was one for both, but I absolutely loved this book and I can't wait to read the rest. I've pre-ordered the 4th, I think, and I'm definitely going to be getting to the 2nd and 3rd next year. So next we have the third and final book in the Frost Heart series. This was a great ending to a series. I hate the fact that it is ending, but if it needed to end, it could end on this note. It was so great. It was great to be back with Ash and Tobu and Nook and Luna and the gang, and this is definitely a series I will continue to come back to and reread, and this is a comfort read for me. I just absolutely love this series, and I would recommend that anybody who can go get your hands on this. The series is absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to see what Jane Little comes out with next. I'm sure that he'll bring plenty more books out that are just as good. So this was obviously a 5 stars. Deadly Dreams, the 3rd in the Fortuna Swan series, and this follows a girl called Fortuna Swan who, in the first book, it's 2 years since her brother has gone missing. She is still looking for him, and she makes a deal with a fae that changes everything about her life, and this is an absolutely brilliant series. It's dark, it's grim, very few happy moments, and when they do come around it does get stolen away very quickly. KJ Sutton has a way of dragging you in and making you feel things for characters and then slapping you around the face, and it's just absolutely amazing. And this is book 3 in a series of 6, so I just know there's more pain to come, but I loved every minute of reading this, and to say that it's a chunky book, I read it so quickly. Next up was one of my later reads for the month, and that was Lockwood & Co. The Whispering Skull. I think this came out with 5 stars on Copile. This follows a group of kids that run a ghost busting type service. It's a massive world where 50 years prior to this happening, a problem occurred where different levels of spirits keep breaking through the barriers and causing havoc, and there are certain young people that can see things and hear things to do with spirits, and the people with the sight and the gifts, they work as part of agencies to help rid the world of this problem. Lockwood runs his own little investigation service with his friends Lucy and George. In the first book we were introduced to Lucy and she was introduced to Lockwood and George. This takes place a year later after Lucy's joined Lockwood and Co. So it's just a fun middle grade. I love the relationship, I love the characters. They've all got their individual personalities and they're all just great. So I would highly recommend this series to anybody that wants to read a nice fun middle grade. Another manga for the month. This was Our Dining Table. This was the book for the Queer Picture Book Club. Such a cute contemporary manga. I really enjoyed this. This was 5 stars for me. The relationship between these two, he is called Minoru, I think, and he is called Yataka, and this is Tane. So I think I pronounced those, but it's just such a heartwarming manga. I don't know if it's a standalone. I'm going to find out because I really would like to read more of this if it is a series. It kind of ended a bit like it was nicely wrapped up like a standalone, but if it's part of a series I will definitely be getting the rest of these. Oh, and I don't know if I've told you this, but it was 5 stars. Next up, Caught Off Us to Starlight. This was a buddy read that I read with Rosette and Liam. We are supposed to read an Akasif the next month. I think it was supposed to be next month, but we've changed it to January now. I'm just going through the Akatar series. Yes, I'm late to this train. This is so good. I know that people say that this doesn't have much plot in it and it's just sort of like a filler book, but for me, this was just so nice. Like, you do get to see a little bit more about the characters, and you see Reese in a different light and Cassie and Asriel in a different light. It's not about them in like the brink of war and talking about war. This is like the aftermath. I just think that it was just a cute novella. This was really good, and I can't wait to get to Akasif, whatever it's called. Caught Silver Flames. I can't wait to get to that. Oh, and this got 5 stars, as has all of the series so far. This was a book that I read near the beginning of the month. There was a Song of Wraith and Ruins. I read this for Pokemon-a-thon and Roll Readathon, I think. I can't remember which one it was. But I really enjoyed this. It was 4 stars. It wasn't... Things happen in this that I didn't expect to happen. I really enjoyed this. It follows Malik and Karina. Basically, it's an enemies to lovers situation. Or well, I don't know. Maybe lovers. Enemies to maybe lovers situation. The twists and turns in this was so good. I've got the second book for my birthday off my sister. I got the Fairy Loop Special Edition, and I tell you now, I can't wait to see where this story goes with these two. I don't know if it's a duology or a series, it doesn't say, but I'm really excited to find out what the future holds for Karina and Malik. This month has been probably the best month and highest rated month that I've had. I'm just looking at what I've got left to show you and what I've read. There's been no 3 stars this month, no DNFs, so I'd probably say that rating wise this is probably my best month. Maybe not page wise, but rating wise it definitely is. Speaking of highly rated books, Wondersmith book 2 in the series that follows Morrigan Crow, who was a cursed child, and in book 1 she thinks she's going to die on her 12th birthday, and instead she's whisked off by Jupiter North, who takes her to this wonderful world, and basically she finds out things happen, fine, funky, fresh middle grades. I love this. And Hawthorne, her best friend, is just so funny. He's just such an excitable character. He's the kind of person you want around you all the time, I'd say, because he's just so lovely. I really want to get to Holopox this month, but I'm not gonna. I really don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it in December either, but I'm looking forward to reading Holopox. And also, I kind of want to put it off a little bit because is it Silverthorn? Book 4 in this series is not out until like October next year, I think. So it doesn't really matter if I put Holopox off, really, does it? Not that much. But did I say 5 stars for this? It was 5 stars. Literally, the rest are all going to be 5 stars. So this Poison Heart, I absolutely loved this. It's by Kaylin Bayron. I have had this for, was it a few months now? And it's just been sat in my, on my bookcases, just not being touched. And I don't know why I'm hitting myself with a book. I don't know why I slept on this, basically. It's so good. I pre-ordered the second book in the series and I won both books in hardback because I don't know if this is a duology or a series or what, but I will be getting the second book in this series as well. And I also want to read Cinderella is Dead, which is also by the same author. I thought this was great. Nothing much more to say. I loved it. Next up we have Legendborn, and this is again one that I read near the latter part of the month, and this was a slower start for me, and I mentioned this in my vlog because I was flicking between multiple different books. It just, in the first sort of like maybe 100 pages or so, it wasn't as gripping. Although it was intriguing, it just wasn't keeping my attention. I had other books that were gripping my attention more. But I tell you now, the stars were rolling in. I absolutely loved this book. As the tension built, as the action built, as things were being revealed that I didn't see coming, I absolutely loved this book, and I would recommend this to anyone and everyone that loves fantasy. And then Liv and Becca got me reading this. This was not on my TBR for this month, on the Royal Readathons, but it was supposed to be a buddy read. And yes, in typical Lisa fashion, I didn't do the buddy read. I fully intended to do the buddy read, okay? It just, I started reading it, I was immersed in this book, and then next thing you know, it's Saturday and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm on chapter 41, and the only reason I put this down was because I needed to sleep, because that particular weekend I was pre-filming my Vlogmas videos. Only reason I put this down, but I finished it in less than 24 hours. Obviously, that was 5 stars. Oh, and it was created by Tracy Wolff, by the way. I forgot to mention. And then for Barb's read along, I read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This was very unexpected. I read Assassin's Blade prior to reading The Throne of Glass, and I've been told that was the wrong way to read it, and now I think that may be right. I did not like Selena coming into this, just based on how she was portrayed in the Little Novellas, Assassin's Blade Novellas series. I just didn't like her at all, and I was just really like wary about reading the series because I didn't know if I would like her or not, but immediately I just loved it. I just loved her. It's kind of understandable why she is the way she is. I'm so excited to get to Crown of Midnight. That's December's read. I feel like picking it up already, but I've got a couple of books that I need to finish by the end of this month. So we're currently on Sunday the 28th now, and I've just finished this today. So good, 5 stars. I will be moving on to the rest of the series. I'm hoping that the rest of the series continues. There are things revealed in that are sort of like hinted at, but not fully revealed, and I just kind of like that whole vibe. It's not the most intricate literary masterpiece that I've ever read, but it is great for what it is. It's YA, it's action packed, has a bit of a love interest, just so good. Because we are on the 28th and I'm trying to film this early so I can get it edited and uploaded, ready for part of my Vlogmas videos, I am going to be preempting that I will finish these books. If I don't, you'll hear from me in my vlogs. So I'm putting these down as November reads because you'll see why. So this is Mr. Monday, part of the Keys to the Kingdom series by Garth Nix. This was kindly gifted to me by Becca for my birthday because mine was stolen when I got burgled a few years ago when I first moved to Huddersfield, and I mentioned that I wanted to get them and reread them again, and she kindly gifted to me these for my birthday. This is a middle grade. It is quite small. It is a reread as well, and I can more or less guarantee that as soon as I get into this, I'm going to start remembering things and characters, and I'm just going to absolutely love it. I want to get to the rest of the series as well, like as soon as possible, because there are so many other Garth Nix books that I want to get. I just want to reread all the Garth Nix books. Finally, we have Ruin, and yes, this is a chonker. However, I am currently already halfway through, and I have it on audio. And tomorrow night and Tuesday night I am on sprints. So even if I don't finish this full book in November, I'll at least be finishing it the first couple of days of December. So this is definitely going to be, I'm going to class it as a November read and try my best to get through these two. I think in total it's only about 700 pages. And nearly 400, well, it's about 800 pages. However, about 400 of those pages are middle grade. So, there we go. That is my November wrap up. Tons of 5 stars. So much fun I've had this month reading. I'm just going to slide in here because I forgot to put in one of the books that I read this month. I don't know how I forgot this, but it was Defy the Night by Bridget Gemra. I absolutely love this book. This was also a 5 stars. This is like a Robin Hood retelling type situation. This is a Fairy edition. I absolutely love it. And this follows, I'm just gonna jump in here, Defy the Night by Bridget Gemra, Robin Hood retelling. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm going now. I just forgot to add that bit in there. Bye. The beginning of the month was a little bit slumpy. That's because I think I've gotten my own head a little bit and was just not feeling things. And I was just, yeah, I was really happy with everything I read this month. I'm so excited to move into December when I'm going to be reading all the winter reads, all the Christmas reads. I have a Winter Rex video going up in the second week in December, I think, and from that video I have picked a couple of books that I have purchased myself as well that I'm going to read that were recommended by my friends. So if you're looking for Winter and Christmas Rex, look out for that video in December. If you do like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I hope you are enjoying Vlogmas. This should be up on Sunday in the first week of Vlogmas. Fingers crossed that I get this edited and uploaded in time, because y'all know me with schedules, rarely stick to them, but I will try my best. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow for another video, which will be my vlog of the first week of December.